On Friday night, just ahead of their match with Celtic, it was announced that Kilmarnock had struck a deal that would see their debt virtually wiped out and chairman Michael Johnston, a divisive figure amongst the fans, standing down come the end of the season. Kilmarnock, another club in the midst of trying to avoid a playoff place as well. Could they pick up anything against the champions-elect? Despite all his goal-scoring credentials, Chris Boyd not with the greatest record when it comes to scoring against Celtic. But with 18 goals already this season, he led the line. Celtic gave a start to a 17-year-old Liam Henderson making his first start. An attacking lineup with Chris Commons, Anthony Stokes and Lee Griffiths a hugely potent threat in the final third. Commentary comes from Rob McLean.
The title countdown continues for Celtic. Stefan Johansson's pass. Adam Matthews gets involved. In from Lee Griffiths. Anthony Stokes has the ball in the nets, but it's not going to count. Celtic almost ahead in the opening minute. It was here as Commons flicked it on that the flag went up, no goal. Clohessy wants it back, gets it back. Useful ball in under the boot of Moberg-Karlsson. Adam Matthews struggling to deal with it as well. Michael Gardyne taken by surprise here as the cross was missed by Moberg-Karlsson. Interception by Mark O'Hara, then handed straight back. Johansson, great ball, great control from Anthony Stokes, and Lee Griffiths with a shot on target. He was certainly on target last time out. A hat-trick against Inverness, not that time, not adding to his total. Johansson, Stokes, Chris Commons, good shot, good save, Craig Samson, and tidied up by Craig Slater. He could just parry that away, the Killie keeper. Possession lost by Rory McKenzie. Kilmarnock can ill afford that. Great run from Adam Matthews, and it came off in the end. Lee Ashcroft, who has an own goal against Celtic to his credit already this season. He doesn't really want to do same again. In from Izagirre. Ashcroft heads it clear. 17-year-old Liam Henderson. Matthews. Johansson, good hit. Craig Samson wasn't going to hold that, and happy just to turn away a blistering strike. Charlie Mulgrew ups the tempo for Celtic. Commons for Lee Griffiths. Chris Commons continues the run and opens the scoring. Well, they haven't played like champions up till now, but Celtic suddenly switch on. 57 minutes, 1-0. Griffiths. Good hold-up play from Stokes. Commons wriggles clear. Adam Matthews flies it in, and Chris Commons is there again with his 25th goal of the season. He doesn't play as an out-and-out striker, but he certainly has a striker's instinct in front of goal, sniffing out the opportunity and making the most of it. Stokes. Oh, it's a good try from Anthony Stokes, and it wasn't far away. Curling and dipping towards the far post, just wide. Can Kilmarnock bring this game back to life? Eremenko finding Boyd. Here's Chris Johnston. A little shimmy and a shot across the bows of Fraser Forster. Scott Brown. Room for Izagiri to drive into the box. It's in off Chris Commons, but it is not the hat-trick. It's another offside flag. Celtic cruising at the moment to another 3 points, another step closer to clinching the title. And it's Chris Commons who completes his hat-trick. Make that 26 for the season. Not a lot of power behind this, angled away from Samson, and in for 3-0 Celtic.
We spoke about it at half-time that Celtic are really dangerous in the counter-attack, and even when we've got possession high up the pitch, we need to be organised behind the ball, and obviously too many players forward and they broke quickly on us and obviously get the goal.
I felt we were in control of the first half, but our play in the final third was a little bit short. The final ball, or a little bit of misunderstanding at the time, and the only real penetration we were getting was from Adam on the right hand side. So I asked a little bit more from the front three, and certainly got that. I thought second half we were sensational, and I really enjoyed watching us play tonight.
Another great victory for Celtic as they march on to the title. Chris Commons very much to the fore. We'll talk about him very shortly. But Friday night was a big night, Billy, for Kilmarnock. Not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. Wiping out that debt virtually as well. A fresh start almost for the club. That's great. In terms of the first half performance as well, you saw signs of positivity for them.
Yeah, it's been like that for them over the recent weeks, and they look as if they're coming together as a team. They certainly were compact against Celtic, played when they got the ball, made it difficult. A little bit like Inverness did to Aberdeen in the cup final today. You see them, the players all circled, all working hard off the ball, denying Celtic space, and it worked a treat for them first half.
Yeah, Kilmarnock, a side that have improved over the course of the season for you, John?
Yeah, I think they've settled into Alan Johnston's way of playing now. And as Dodgy said earlier, they were hunting packs and they were going at it 2 and 3 and trying to show Celtic down the outsides in the first half. You'll see it here, the three of them again.
Typifies it, John, this,
really
it?
Tight. Look, quite happy for Celtic to go down the outside and put balls in the box very wide where it's not really going to cause any danger. And then obviously the second half when they tire, then that's when Celtic get a wee bit more space.
Yeah, 0-0 at half-time as Killie held out for the first half, but obviously it was Celtic's game in the second half, and not for the first time this season. Chris Commons to the fore, 26 goals now for the season. John, is he your pick for Player of the Year?
Definitely. I think Chris Commons will probably be the person in most people's voting for him. When you see him, he doesn't stand and move. He's a great example, any youngster. As soon as he takes his touch, he passes it and he's away again. Here, he finds a bit of space, which he didn't find in the first half. And then he'll turn out again, plays it wide when you see it, and then as soon as he's played it wide, doesn't stand and admire his pass, he's right in the box to pass it into the net again.
Makes it look easy, doesn't it?
It does.
And the one player you don't want to avoid give space to is Chris Commons, and we've circled him. The 3 goals is when you give him space.
The third one is so intelligent because he's hiding behind their 2 midfielders. It's so difficult to pick up, and that space, and then he just drives at the defenders. They don't know whether to come at the ball or not.
Is he a stick-on for Player of the Year, Billy?
Well, that's gone a long way towards it, hasn't it, those 3 goals? But for me anyway, I love a lefty, I love creative players.
Thanks,
forward thinking, I have to say, but those 3 goals and the way he creates chances, assists, he's been excellent this season. I think it's going to be the Player of the Year, yeah, no problem.
Great stuff. Billy, John, thanks very much for the moment. Let's take a look at the Scottish Premiership table as it stands this evening. And let's focus on the bottom half first. It has been a bad weekend for St Mirren after that painful defeat at Tannadice. They dropped to second bottom on 27 points, 2 behind Partick Thistle and Ross County on 29. Just a point ahead of them, Kilmarnock. Hibernian 4 points ahead of them.